Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo and I am here with the full moon in Scorpio update. Now this is going to be huge, especially if you have Scorpio in your natal chart and especially in a heavy placement or a house. So I need for you guys, when you get done watching the video, to check your natal chart and see if Scorpio is in any of your planets, any of your houses. Specifically look for the 8th house as well. And you can comment below your findings. So lately within the collective, with this being a full moon in Scorpio and a super moon, pink super moon to be exact, you may have been feeling the energies as of last week coming in strong. So crown chakra energy, solar plexus energy, sacral chakra energy, root chakra energy, dehydration, feeling really exhausted and tired. There's so many different ascension symptoms. And again, with our crown chakra being lit up the way that it was being lit up and still being lit up at this very moment, we are getting more light codes and downloads, and that also is the transmission of the new gifts that we are receiving, spiritual gifts. So if you are not in tune really spirituality or with the spiritual world or what your gifts are, you can email me, talk to me about what you've been experiencing. I know a lot of my clients have booked me for Reiki sessions to reset, and a lot of my clients have been booking my mediumship-based readings to just get clarity, communication, understanding of what's happening with their life path and purpose, all right? So before I dive into the full moon reading, I want you to know that all signs are posted, the videos for In the Matters of the Heart. Go check your zodiac sign out, see what that's about. Also check my Etsy shop out as well. I have the Cut the Cord oil, essential oil there. I also have the Twin Flame Union essential oil there. They have been selling already. I also have the Billion Bay. That's the Abundance Money Oil. Please check it out. My handle is Chrissy Crystal Indigo. Now, for those of you know that I do collective reads all the time to keep you in the know of what's going on with the energies and our journey. And so check out my website, www.chrissythecrystalindigo.com. Listen, if you want to understand what's happening with your life purpose, if you want to understand what's happening with you and your divine counterpart, your twin flame, it's very important that you know where the root cause comes from, or where the root meaning really started. So when you hear my clients or people in the community talking about, Akashic records or past life regression, those things are very important because it helps you understand what happened in your past life, what you were dealing with, why you and your person is having the the disagreements or the miscommunication you're having in this life. There's so much that goes into it, and once you understand what you were in a past life, what you guys didn't get to complete in a past life, what karma are you working through this life, it's easier for you to get through to your journey. Okay, so again, go read the information. Follow me on Instagram at Chrissy the Crystal Indigo. I do post to my IG stories. I do talk about this information, and it's so important. I started my twin flame journey, but again, I also was getting visions and things like that about my divine counterpart. And when I finally connected with the mentors I was guided to, they had the other half of the vision, or was talking about stuff that I already had, seen in my vision. And so it's so important why you have to do the inner work, why you have to do the self-love work with you. Because if you're straight, if you're in alignment, it goes a lot more smoothly because you are the leader, right? Divine feminines, those that are divine feminines that's tuned in. And right now, the divine masculines are really going through it. They are fighting to surrender. Everything in their life, everything in their energy is changing. They really feel like they're losing control. And, at a soul level, they know like you are their person. But at the same time, they're stuck in this 3D energy where they're refusing to surrender. Some of them are really afraid of their gifts, right? And some of you have communicated that to me, as well as I've communicated to you about my divine counterpart as well. So with that being said, this is a video, a reading in regards to the full moon in Scorpio, the pink super moon. This is the collective reading. So this is some information that you can use to help support you along the journey. Now, with the Scorpio moon, remember, it's a water sign. things can get really emotional. You can really start releasing repressed emotions. You can really want to lash out. But the best advice right now is to stay grounded, stay silent. If you need to figure out an avenue out of this energy, I would recommend you listen to angelic frequency 963 hertz and communicate with your angels, communicate with your spirit guides. So if any of you need to communicate to me or book me for anything, I even got bookings today that were booked. Email me. My email is in the description box below. If you would like to donate to the channel, all these decks, I buy everything for you guys. I've not received one deck from anybody yet. So I have decks on there that I would love to bring to the channel for teaching tools for you too as well. And again, all of you that are watching this right now, tonight I will post the dates for the spiritual development class. There will be freshman 1s, freshman 2s, all right? So I've already done this already, and it was a beautiful experience. A lot of my students have started their businesses and into their spiritual work with their clients. It's a beautiful class, not expensive at all. And email me if you want to know how to work your gifts, you want to know how to be put on your path, tired of being stuck, tired of being lost in the sauce, I got you, okay? So, sorry for the long spiel. We'll dive right into the reading. So, I asked Spirit, show me what's happening with the collective. What do we need to do, to get through this energy with ease, to help the situation move along a little bit smoother, right? And so, the first card that flew out of the deck, we have the Chariot, okay? So we have the Chariot energy, and this talks about movement forward. You see the sunset in the background, right? This is beautiful energy. Like, you know what? I've had time to think about it. I've had time to figure it out. I need to make a move, right? Doesn't matter if you're black, white, we all go through this spiritual journey. We all are in our ascension process, right? And so this is beautiful energy. The Chariot card also represents number 7. 7 is a really amazing, beautiful spiritual number. And so we are going to see a lot of movement forward, right? And so even if you feel like nothing's moving forward, remember, divine timing works on divine timing. They feel like it's going right according to plan, right? And so here, having the Chariot out first, this is beautiful. I'm not afraid to make a move. I'm not afraid to get out, and get out and leap and take charge. And he's standing on the roof of the Chariot, not even standing, behind the horses as in the right of way. Meaning I see the vision. I see what I want. I see the horizon, and that's what I'm moving forward to. Now, for the second card that wanted to come out, we have the King of Swords. Now, notice in this deck here, right? And I'm using the Light Seers Tarot. So notice in this deck here, like all the swords are down, none of them up. And normally when the swords are up, it talks about having communication, speaking, being in your power, things like that. But the swords are down, meaning this king has been doing a lot of thinking. This is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, right? Been doing a lot of thinking. And with this Scorpio full moon, it's talking about, thinking of past mistakes, thinking of where we went wrong, thinking of how we should have handled certain situations, right? I'm a man, I can stand on it. I have to start accepting my accountability for what I've done wrong, what I didn't bring to the table, how I didn't step up to the carpet, right? This is beautiful energy. So, sometimes silence isn't at all a bad thing. This is giving, your divine counterpart, a chance to really think about things, right? And look at the crow. The crow's there, and it's just like, you know what? I'm just all in my head. I'm all in my head about this. Like, I have to get back control. I have to make a move, right? And then what flew out after that is the Three of Wands. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And this is about, this 3 or 2? Yeah, 3. So this is, Ascended Masters energy for me. This is also about optimistic. Like, she's walking through the fiery pits, has her surfboard in her hand, and ready to take the waves, even though it looks like the water's on fire. How much courage can you have from that? Right? So, you know, divine source, God, spirit is asking us to have that courage, to have that optimistic that whatever is for you is going to be for you. No one can take that away. And then in my head, I heard like not even the karmic. I'm like, oh, here we go. Right? Because some of you are thinking that. And you are the divine. Your light is what draws them back in every single time, because it's your light that lights them up. And that's such a beautiful thing. Next card that wanted to come out, we have the Six of, what is that, Wands? Yep. This is the marriage card in the Rider-Waite, right? So in the Rider-Waite, we see the Six of Wands, we see the guy and the girl, like she's like, you know, in the after tarot, she's like looking up and he put a wreath around her beautiful head, and like it's like everyone's signed, sealed, delivered, like they're rooting for this couple, right? And so this here, right, doesn't matter. The end goal is divine union, is inner union with one, with self, with divine. And look how she raises her hands in the air like, I never thought I would get to this part. I never thought I would get to this part. Victory, right? And so we're being asked to lead, to guide, to support, but don't hinder, don't enable, right? The overall energy, why all of this is happening. Look who decides to visit us tonight. We have the devil, right? And so all this overall energy, and that's working through the inner child wounds, that's working through our fears, that's letting go of things that no longer serve us, that's accepting who spirit source divine is calling us to be, that's, you know, helping the divine, supporting, not helping, supporting the divine masculine and divine masculine supporting the divine feminine. This is all those low vibrational energies, everything that the devil stands for, right? Karmic situations, third party, you know, tower moments, dark night of the soul, like everything that's low vibrational. The overall energy is that we're overcoming it all. And this had to happen to all of us, whether we're divine masculine or divine feminine, because we needed to get put on the right track. For a lot of you guys, when you're getting your readings and things are happening, what do you say? What do you hear them say when you go see somebody? You're on the right track, don't worry, you're on the right track. And you're like, well, if I'm on the right track, can you give me some more tracks to figure it out? Because you're telling me I'm on the right track, but I'm feeling like I'm lost. How many of you guys get that when you get readings? You're on the right track, right? I heard that plenty of times when I started my awakening. Okay, I'm on the right track, but I still feel like I'm not moving, right? But then, miraculously, I look back 3 years from when I had my first awakening, and boom, I was on the right track. I just couldn't see it. I can't rush divine. You can't rush divine. If you're giving things when you're not ready for them, you will fail. So why set you up for that? You know, these connections are divinely guided. Who would have known, for example, in my situation, I'm from Chicago. My divine counterpart is from the East Coast, Jersey. Who would have known? I never thought when I was a kid that I'm going to move to New York and do this and that. What I thought was I was going to come to New York, go to Jay-Z's office, drop my demo tape off, boom, and I was going to be this big female rapper. Didn't quite happen that way. I went on some tours, won some awards. Yeah, and God said, okay, I let you play a little bit. Now let's get down to work. Right? So at the end of the day, what's for you will be for you. And it's a struggle. It's frustrating. I get it when your divine counterpart is lost in the sauce and not picking up what you're stepping on. It's like, come on, like, you don't feel that? You don't understand what this connection is? You're not seeing me in your visions as well. I know you lying. Because I feel your energy. I know when something is wrong. I know when you're off. I know, I feel it. I see it. And the same thing for you guys, right? You wake up and boom, you're like, man, what the hell? So at the end of the day, you have to come to that reality. I've come to that reality We're one. I am you, you are me. That's why I can't be mad at you for too long. That's why I can't hate you for too long when you make me mad and you do the most egregious things. How can I be mad at me? Right? Oh, and don't even try to cut the cord. If you try to cut the cord and you're not upside down like a vampire, then that's not your divine counterpart. Because I've tried it. With twin flames, does not work. Does not work. And if somebody tell you it did, they lying. So, this card wanted to show itself. The Magician. You are the magnificent manifester. You are the alchemist. You create whatever it is that you want to create. You as light workers, you as star seeds, you as indigos, you as witches, however you resonate under the spiritual umbrella, whatever you touch turns to gold. And your divine counterpart is like, how do they consistently make it happen and make it happen? Right? They sit and watch you manifest. Okay, I'm going to get this. This is going to look like this. This is going to turn out like this. Boom, bam. And in their logical mind, 3D mind, oh, all you got to do is just work hard and eventually you'll get it. No, that's not going to work for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to my spirit guides, my spiritual team. I'm going to put into the universe my order, and then we'll go from there. You frighten the divine masculine. You have no idea how much you frighten them, but at the same time, you don't have an idea of how much they are in love and intrigued and think you are the most special person in the world. They know you are magical. Right? And I'll share with you guys again, I think I told you guys last week, my divine masculine came over. Normally before my divine masculine comes over, I'll hide all my little spiritual stuff because I just don't want to make my divine masculine feel uncomfortable. Well, this visit, it was unannounced. So I was just like quickly trying to get ready, do what I needed to do. And in my hallway over there, I have a bookshelf. And right there was a book that I bought for my students that we're going to go over for this new spiritual development session that's coming up in May. And my divine counterpart walks past to go to the bathroom, and all I heard was, And immediately, I was like, oh my God, my divine counterpart saw the witch book. My divine counterpart saw the witch book. So I was waiting. So I don't know where this angry energy came from. And I was just standing at my desk right here, standing in front of it. And I'm like, I want him to say something. Like, I want you to say something. And so then, like, my divine masculine comes out the bathroom, comes back past the bookshelf, walks to the side, and was like, you better not be doing none of that witch stuff on me. I saw that book. Oh my God. And I was like, listen, if I did some witch stuff on you, we'd be married already. And my divine counterpart mouth just dropped. And was like, and I was like, bam. And I did not hide my book. And I was like, from this moment on, I am not hiding anything, right? And so with your divine counterpart, they have this thing from when they were growing up. It's a stigma on spirituality. Anything, wands, herbs, balls, crystal balls, anything, tarot cards, it's like forbidden, right? It's like magic, right? Because of how many people have abused it for so long. And look at the Salem witch trials, like how that was put out into the world. And so we're here and we're changing with the help of Source, Divine, Spirit, God, people's perception, right? So it was amazing to have a cousin of mine reach out to me and be like, what is that you be doing? And I was like, oh, it's like energy healing, Reiki, this. And like, I went over it and talked to her about it. And then she was like, well, you think you can help me? And I was just like, whoa. And it was more of not letting anybody else find out about it. It was just like, I'm trusting you to, help me. And I was like, I mean, she didn't know that I can hear, And so before she got all into details, I was like, listen, this is between you and I. Like, You don't got to worry about, Nana, nobody knowing anything. Like, this is between you and I. And I know that made her feel so much better, right? And so be you, right? Again, you lead, your divine counterpart will follow. Okay? So we're going to get into the romance angels, right? So this is what's happening with the energy of the full moon in Scorpio. We have trust. Spirit is asking us to trust. And as soon as I saw that card, I was like, oh, really? Really? Because I get it. I'm just like you guys. I'm a divine feminine, and I talk to my clients all the time, my soul sisters, and they say the same thing. Like, how can I trust when you consistently do like things that you know that just don't align with the journey that I'm on, right? And so it says this situation is calling for you to have faith. Spirit, source, divine, they got it, right? You continue to focus on your purpose, mission, light the world up as you can, get the word out as much as you can. And those that want to listen will listen. Those that feel like they don't have to, they'll figure it out later. This could be the one. So first we have trust, then we have this could be the one. You have already met the romantic partner you seek. And let me tell y'all, I'll put some sage on for this, burn some sage. So I was ready. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Right? That's what this is all about. And it doesn't mean your friends. Listen, our 3D friends are not going to understand what a twin flame is, what a soulmate is, what awakenings and new age of Aquarius. They're not that deep. And if you got one that's, picking up on what you're stepping in, then that's great. But when I see that card come out, I immediately think about my soul sisters, right? I immediately think about my soul brother. I immediately think about my angelic support system, my deities. I call on my whole squad at night when I'm getting ready to do my work, right? And again, you don't just have angels, ancestors around you. You have deities, Goddess Isis, Goddess Oshun, Goddess Yemaya, because you guys call her two different things. You also have Eligua and Olifi, like so many different guides that come in as you evolve on your journey to help you along the way. The overall energy, religious factors. See that? And it says, and on the clock it says 22. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So, with your divine counterparts, again, in their past or in their family lineage or in their upbringing, they may have been taught that this type of lifestyle is not the right lifestyle to live. You may be, Baptist, they may be Muslim. Like it's so many different things that play a role where they have to go through the same awakening that you went through to realize it doesn't matter what religion, it doesn't matter what you practice, we're all one. We're all communicating to that same source energy, God, source, spirit, divine. Right? So, in a past life, I was high priestess to Goddess Isis. In a past life, I lived in Atlantis with my divine counterpart. In a past life, I came to my divine counterpart's support on the battlefield. I was his teacher. I was his mother. He was my dad. There's so many different things that goes on when it comes to these multiple past lives with your divine counterpart. And you'll notice with your divine counterpart, there is a huge age gap. 5-year age gap for me. I know for others, there's 10-year age gaps. Right? And so we've been brought back together at this time, all of you who are with your divine counterparts, whether separation or in union. And this is the time. This here is what we signed up for. We did not want to miss it this time. Where we will play a part in changing, uplifting, and shaping the world into a better place. Okay? Now, the card that wanted to peek out, you deserve love. You are lovable. At this time, more than any time, I want you guys to love on yourself like there's no other. If you need to head over to the Etsy shop and get some of that red light special, that essential oil, go get it. Love on yourself. Take yourself out shopping. Take yourself to the beach. Whatever it is that you want to do, love on yourself. Go to the spa. Lift up your vibration. Because the higher you are, the more others will follow. Right? So, in the Moonology spread, what's happening with us astrologically? What do we need to work on? What is the advice? First card out, be bold and make the first move. Cardinal Moon. So when we get into this moon phase, Cardinal Moon, this is the energy they're asking us to be in. Where do we need to be bold? Okay? We have the energies gaining momentum. Waxing Moon. See, they're right after each other. The energy is gaining momentum. There's going to be a lot of you guys that's pushed to step out on faith, to leap and let the universe catch you, to really dive into what you're being called to do. Remember this, okay? Your dreams need a practical plan. Your dreams need a practical plan. All right? So let's get practical. We have the full moon in Scorpio tomorrow. This energy is strong even right now. You can do it tonight. Write your affirmations or your intentions down. I affirm more abundance to me right now. It's coming. I believe it. I affirm my divine counterpart and myself, our connection is evolving to a higher level of commitment. I affirm that whatever I put out into the universe, positive, I receive back so abundantly. This is how you're supposed to communicate with the universe. Put your order in. Don't give a specific name. Don't give a specific deadline. Send it out. Right? And if your mind, your mouth, your heart, and your soul is all in alignment, that is what comes to you. And I'm going to do a video about manifestation so that way I can help you guys out. Hold your vision. See it. If you don't want to see it, don't say it. Okay? So we're going to dive into the Elemental Oracle. This reading was, whew, they were not playing tonight. First card out, we have animals. And this says, companionship. This is number 21. Companionship. So I did get out the book, and I don't know where it snuck off to. Oh, there it is. See, I was ready for y'all tonight. I was ready for y'all. But this says companionship. Now, it's crazy how you just put out the intention for spirit, source, divine support, and they just come and deliver it on a hot plate, right? So, see that there? There we go. You move my little finger a little bit. There you go. So, 21, animals, companionship. We all have a superpower. Find yours and exercise it. Take time out to share your gifts. The natural world calls you. It is part of you. Experience having an animal companion, but if you cannot, then donate. Make your property animal friendly or help animal causes. Okay? So some of you may need to get an animal as a familiar. For those of you who have, shaman essences, witch essences, like this animal will help guide you, support you. And I know a few of my soul sisters have been talking about getting cats lately. Okay? The next card is the Biome. I hope I'm saying that right. Or the Biome. It says connection. 44. I've been seeing 44 and 22. A lot. 440 as well. So look at this card. And what are you feeling? Right? when you see that card. Okay? So, it says, Biome. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. You are asked for synergy at present. Be aware of the needs of others. You are a part of the same whole. Consider working more closely with your community. This is beautiful, right? Now, they're all aligning. No matter what deck, whether tarot, oracle, it's giving you the message of how we're evolving and how we're bringing so much change with the way we are changing. We are the trendsetters. We're setting the expectation, right? Okay, the next one is Earth, and this is Rome. No, it says home, sorry. All right, so see that? This represents like that Earth energy, Earth element, right? And so it says, take time to ground yourself. The Earth is our home, and we are a part of nature, not apart from it. Do all you can to take positive custodianship of the world around you. Pay attention to your body and your home. Turn your eyes towards home. Avoid disconnection with devices and extreme busyness. All right. So, Mother Earth Gaia, call in for support. Listen to frequency like Hertz frequencies. It's very important right now. Okay. And the overall energy, storms, cleansing. And this is 23. Break that down. What is that? 5 changes, right? And you know, when you see storms, you also think about Dark Night of the Soul, Tower moments, right? So let's dive into the storm, okay? And let me know how this is resonating for you. All right, so it says, sometimes you need to raise a lot of energy to blow away what you no longer need. An issue will come to a dramatic head. Cleanse your body. Let go of what you feel you no longer need. Be specific in your release. Harm as little as you can. All right? And so this is also a reminder of no harm done, right? So sometimes we, as you know, with the spiritual gifts that we do have, they're very powerful. And sometimes even me, when I get angry, oh man, the words, I have to go back and be like, listen, can you X that part out, take that part out? Please, like, you know, some of you have such strong spiritual gifts that what you say is what happens, right? And you gotta watch that, especially now, right? So let me know how you guys are resonating with that, okay? And if you would like to book me for a reading, that information is below in the description box. Now, you guys are going to laugh when I tell you what just happened. My crystal fell like right, right in my solar plexus. Oh man. All right, boy, these little crystals stashed everywhere. All right, so for Divine Masculine, I am using the Lightworker Oracle by Ilana Fairchild. So the first card out, we have Hold Your Center, number 34. Hold your center, okay? So this is what Spirit, Source, Divine is asking of the Divine Masculine, okay? All right. Here we go. So it says, have you been rushing out to meet others, trying to bend or accommodate their needs at the expense of your own well-being and inner peace? Now you are to strengthen your own energy, your own boundaries to find your ground. Firmly place your feet where and do firmly place your feet there and do not move. Feel your feet anchoring you like a beautiful tree. Let yourself experience quiet certainty as you hold your center with commitment, courage, and consciousness. This oracle brings you confirmation you are on the right path. It says, you do not need to collapse into fear or doubt to ease old guilt or make others more comfortable. It is not selfish or hard of you to be strong. You can hold yourself in high esteem and be gentle and loving to others, whilst absolutely refusing to accept any behavior, belief, or attitude of another that would tear you down or cast you into doubt or self-hatred. You are here to shine a light, to be the lighthouse for others. The lighthouse doesn't ask for permission to shine. It stands still, shines faithfully, and those who need it are guided by its light to safety. Do not lose faith in yourself, beloved soul. You know who you are. Be strong, honor your inner beauty and your personal boundaries. You need to feel safe in your ability to say no as much as you need to know that you will say yes when your heart guides you to do so. Be true to you. This also is strongly for the divine feminine as well. Right? Card for divine feminine, initiation by air, 24. All right, so let's get 24 right on target. So it says, you have a strong and powerful mind. The mind can be a great asset. It can bring comfort, peace, and strength as you to take your spiritual journey. It can also be a dark and destructive force, undermining your power, making you doubt your own heart and keeping you trapped in fear. The mind developed without a loving spiritual practice can be a frightening weapon rather than a liberating sword. How will you choose to use your mind power? Right? So, initiation by air, being able to let go of the doubts, being able to let go of the fears. And Spirit just reminded me this was between my legs. He's like, don't forget about this, very important. I'm like, okay. Right? When those triggers come up, when those thoughts get to racing through your mind, remember initiation by air. You can do this. All right? And the, excuse me, legs getting a little numb. The overall energy, what I tell you, 40. Fours are coming up a lot. So let's see what we're talking about here. All right. And you may have been seeing a lot of orbs as of late. So it says, the spiritual world are delivering a message to you. This is for both in the collective. You may have already heard it through telepathic reception and mistaken it for your own thought. Yet it is inspired by your higher guidance. Those spiritual beings that love you without condition. It is an answer to a question and guidance to increase your happiness. All right? So, it says, I'll read the whole thing because a lot of you are really confused about like what orbs are. Here we go. It is possible to pray without realizing it. The universe is lovingly listening to every thought and feeling in your heart and mind. When you intentionally speak to the universe and ask your higher guidance to help you with an issue, this is a powerful way to call the light into your life. It works often quite rapidly. However, sometimes we ask for help without being so aware of doing so. Worrying about an issue or pondering a question are ways this happens. There are orbs of light around you. They are spiritual beings that love you. These orbs contain information and energies that help answer questions and worries through the intelligence and love of the higher spiritual worlds. That information might come through a song, a phrase, a feeling, or a color or symbol that unlocks awareness in the deeper recesses of your mind and body. Orbs are always around us, but appear in more concentrated form, both in quantity and quality. In certain places and at certain times, including when your energy is in a particular soft and receptive, high frequency state, orbs naturally gravitate towards high energy. This doesn't mean you have to be on the go constantly. High energy can be created when you are very still, by raising your frequency to a higher vibrational state. You can do this by regularly meditating on love and healing. You can place yourself in a state that is most attractive to orbs of light by relaxing, opening your heart, and feeling good. It says, you are almost, get this for you. It says you are almost likely to perceive them around you in this state, which can be a fun and beautiful experience. Orbs are often only seen in photographs, where they appear as soft balls of light. If they are enhanced and magnified, patterns, symbols, and faces can sometimes be seen within them. This is the part of the loving genius of the spiritual world. The way that light can reach the earth in forms, helping to raise frequency from fear to love. Being in nature and doing some invocations to unconditional love creates an energy that is very attractive to orbs. So is group work based in love, such as meditating together to clear a sacred space in nature, then dancing and praying together in that space with joyful devotion to love. This attracts high-level guidance because a group can be a container powerful enough to generate and hold the higher frequencies of love. This can also happen for individuals, but group energy can be a powerful and effective way to attract a great downpour of spiritual grace. Clearing the energy of your home and calling in higher guidance to bless you and your home each day. Perhaps with the invocation below, will also create a space in which orbs of light can more easily visit you, bringing their uplifting energy and healing light. To access the information of these orbs of light, to be open to seeing them more clearly, whether directly with your own energetic vision, through clairvoyance, or through photographs or other means, you can see the invocation below. So this is what you can say to call upon your orbs. It says, I call upon the unconditionally loving orbs of light. Please bring me information, healing, energy, and joy as I open my heart to the loving presence of the higher spiritual worlds, here and now. I ask to see, feel, and know the loving intelligence of the orbs of light in ways that are relaxing, encouraging, joyful, and kind. I ask for the orbs of light to bring peace and blessings to this space, to consecrate it as sacred and to protect it so that only energies of light, love, and higher consciousness may enter. May the unconditionally loving orbs of light bless all those who can benefit from their presence. Through divine love and my own free will, so be it. And so, you guys, when you see those orbs, what I do, right? So I see them all the time. And there was one occasion where me and my divine counterpart were definitely like, I'm not gonna say in separation. And I was like starting like healing so strong. And I remember waking up, and when I like got up out of my bed and I looked around, it was just beautiful golden sparkles like all around in front of my face. And I winked my eyes like I always do, and I was like, and I looked again, and there they were. And so what I did was, and I remember they were gold and they were all sprinkly. It wasn't like this. It was just looked like real sparkles dancing in one spot. And I remember putting my projective hand through it like this. And it was such a beautiful feeling, such a beautiful feeling. And so connect, learn to ground, learn how to meditate. And if you need or want to understand how to do these things, I'll post the information for the spiritual development class. My email, again, is below in the description box. I never get, well, I do, but I don't get the questions of asking like the good stuff, right? And so I hope this reading was really helpful to all of you. And look, 44, let me know your thoughts in the comment sections. Now, before I end this video, this is the card that Spirit wanted me to remind you guys of. There's the moon, and this says, nothing will come of this situation. And what that means is it's not done. It's not over. It's not set in stone. We're in a void of a course moon with this. So again, 44444. Trust, have faith, focus on your purpose mission. Light the world up as you continue on your journey. Take care of your soul sisters. Take care of your soul brothers. And if you're confused, just proclaim to the universe, I surrender. Because that confusion is coming from you not allowing yourself to live and be open, okay? So I hope this reading was helpful. I'm sending you guys so much love and light. If you would like to book any of the sessions, www.chrissythecrystalindigo.com. If you want to check out my Etsy shop, Chrissy Crystal Indigo. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram. I want to see all of you guys over here, over there, all right? So sending you so much love and light. I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.